Hey, my name is Connor, and welcome to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto markets. In this video, we're going to be discussing the top 5 altcoins that I am looking at for the month of September 2021. September is the last month of quarter 3. Next month, we do start up quarter 4, which is typically the most bullish time of year for crypto. So, historically speaking, September has been a red month for Bitcoin and crypto. We're going to be looking at some data to prove that in this video. However, I do believe that this time is different for 2 reasons, actually. The first reason is we've never seen this level of institutional adoption in Bitcoin and crypto. We have billions of dollars being bought up of the Bitcoin supply daily at this moment. And also the second reason is we've never had this level of retail participation in the cryptocurrency markets. For the main reason is actually social media. We have everybody and their mother nowadays creating TikToks and Instagram reels about altcoins, and we've never had this much attention and eyes on crypto ever. So I do believe that the market is definitely different right now than previous cycles. I'll be discussing that in further detail in this video. So if you want to find out the top 5 altcoins that I am looking at for the month of September, well, then be sure to stick with me until the very end of this video. And if you are new to Crypto Empire, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and turn on all bell notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And let the gains be with you. So to start this video off, let's take a look at a Bitcoin monthly returns percentage chart so we can get some data on what has happened in previous years. So over here we have September, and we can see that since 2013, September has historically been a red month for Bitcoin. And Bitcoin, of course, is the king of crypto. Typically, the rest of the market does follow Bitcoin. However, at this moment, it does appear that Ethereum is leading, which does happen from time to time, especially during altcoin seasons. But regardless, we can see that in September, it is typically a red month. So in 2016 and 2015, we had green months. And with that being said, we can see that quarter 4, October, November, December, are pretty much huge green months based off of previous cycles. We can see anywhere from like 10 to 400% over here in 2013 in November. So this is the calm before the storm, in my opinion. This may be one of the final opportunities to pack your bags before the big parabolic pumps that we have been talking about here at Crypto Empire for months now that are going to be happening at the end of the year if our prediction models are correct. So with that being said, this is the previous data. We can see Bitcoin historically red in September, but I do believe that this time will actually be different. Time will only tell. Now, before we get into our 5 coins, we're going to review the 5 coins that I picked for the month of August and see how they did. So the first coin I picked was Cardano. Let's cue the clip. My first altcoin that I will be discussing is Cardano ADA. So at the time of recording that video in August, Cardano was trading at $1.37. It is now trading at $2.83. So we are up 105% since that video was made last month. That's not too bad. Let's cue the second pick. My number 2 cryptocurrency for the month of August is going to be Pirate Chain. So during the time of that recording, Pirate Chain was trading at $3.61. It is now $3.35. So it is down about 7%. You can't win them all. However, I do believe with today's day and age, privacy is super important. I'm still very bullish on Pirate Chain, even though it did pump up around 30%, but it did retrace that entire move. But I'm still very bullish on Pirate Chain. Let's move on to the third pick from August. Let's move on to coin number 3, and that is a very popular cryptocurrency, one of my favorites. Been making a lot of content about it for a very specific reason. That is Terra Luna. So when I called Luna, it was trading at $14.34. It is now $31.26 with a healthy 117% gain. Again, we can't complain about that. Let's move on to the 4th call. Moving on, my number 4 cryptocurrency for the month of August is another favorite of mine that I talk about quite a bit here in the Crypto Empire YouTube channel, Polkadot. So Polkadot at the time of that recording was $18.63, now trading at $32.58 with a nice healthy 75% gain. Again, we take these wins all day long. Let's take a look at the 5th pick from that August top 5 altcoin video. Now moving on to my number 5 altcoin for the month of August, we have an exchange coin, an exchange token, and that is FTX, ticker symbol FTT. So the FTX token was trading at around $40 when I did make that video. It is now trading at $62.45. It had a huge breakout today actually. So it is up 56% total. And you might be asking, what's the reason for this huge pump? Well, it's actually some huge news in regards to FTX US. Well, FTT is of course the exchange coin of the FTX exchange. And FTX US just announced that in October they are going to have leveraged futures derivatives trading, which has not been available before to US residents. So this is huge news. Expect mass adoption for the FTX exchange and expect a lot of demand for the FTT token going forward. So now that we reviewed our August 5 pick video, let's move on to the September 5 coins that I am looking at. Now, a few of them do actually overlap. So with that being said, FTT is not going to overlap. However, I'm still very bullish on this project. Now, the first coin that I am again looking at for September is going to be Polkadot again. Yes, I still do think that Polkadot has a lot of room to run. It is lagging behind all of the other major smart contract layer 1 blockchains, but yes, Polkadot is a layer 0 blockchain. So Polkadot, I'm still very bullish on it. We can take a look at this article posted about 20 hours ago saying that Polkadot could be the next altcoin to make a new all-time high. I do agree with that sentiment. And basically it's because of the parachain auctions. So Kusama parachain auctions are starting back up again. We just had Kusama parachain auction actually sell out, meaning that no more people could travel in their Kusama to the auction because there's so much demand now for these parachains. We saw with Moonriver pumped insane after the parachain listing did go live. So now people have woken up to the fact of the Polkadot and Kusama ecosystems. Polkadot's parachain auctions have not started yet, but the market is anticipating them, and we see a lot of buying pressure in the charts. So I do have my eyes on Polkadot. The ecosystem is going to be huge. All these projects will be competing for a parachain slot, and of course, retail participants will need to lend out their DOT coins to these projects that are going to be raising money to secure their parachain slot. So there's going to be a lot of buying pressure for people to get involved with these auctions, and I do expect Polkadot to continue its upward trajectory towards its all-time high. Now let's take a look at the DOT chart and go over some potential opportunities. So we do have this breakout. This was actually called in the Discord group, but regardless, I would look to use this $29.50 level again if we do see a retest of the level. We can see we already did have a retest of it right here with this long candle wick down into it. But as we do know, former resistance becomes new support. So this $30 level does look very good as a potential entry if we do actually see it again. We probably will, honestly, but you never know. But regardless, I'm looking at that $30 price level as a potential area to get long. And then, of course, if we see any other major drops, long-term speaking, I am very, very bullish on DOT. I've said it many times here on this channel. I do think Polkadot will be trading at well over $100 in the future. So whether you're buying it at $28 or $30, doesn't make too huge of a difference. Of course, it does make a little bit of a difference. You always want to get the best price possible when you are investing, because rule number one of investing is don't lose money. And to ensure that you don't lose money, you want to buy at the best possible prices. But regardless, I have my eyes set on the $30 level for Polkadot. Now moving on, let's talk about coin number 2, and that is Polkadot's wild cousin, aka Kusama. So like we did just discuss, Kusama has their parachain auction starting back up again. Currently trading at $393. I actually think that this is severely undervalued at this moment of time. Kusama is a 4-figure coin very, very easily. The total supply is 10 million coins, okay? So that's pretty limited. We currently have 8.9, almost 9 million in circulation. So there's not going to be a lot more inflation for this coin. And with the parachain auctions, people have now woken up to what this ecosystem is. We also have Karora now live. I'm going to be making a full tutorial video about how to use the Karora ecosystem, the decentralized exchange, and staking as well, Liquid Kusama staking. It is a very, very lucrative way to put your Kusama to use. So be on the lookout and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed on how to use Karora, because that is definitely a very powerful part of the Kusama ecosystem, is the DeFi hub. I made a full video about it. I'll put a card here if you want to go check out that video. But regardless, I do have my eyes set on Kusama. We can see Donnie Big Bags tweeting about the Kusama parachain auctions. So the Kilt auction is officially sold out. They raised 220,000 KSM. That is 2.45% of the entire supply now locked up for 48 weeks. So that's how the parachain auctions work. You send in your Kusama to the auction. It's locked for 48 weeks. You receive the tokens from the protocol that you are supporting by loaning them your KSM. So you get a double whammy. You kill two birds with one stone. You get your new protocol tokens, right? Like I got Kurora tokens for lending my Kusama out. And you get your Kusama back in 48 weeks. So very low opportunity cost. The only opportunity cost by participating in these parachain auctions is you can't cash out of your Kusama if it does pump to the moon. But I have no problem lending it out and receiving new tokens from the new protocol launching on the Kusama ecosystem. So definitely have my eyes on Kusama. Let's take a look at the price chart. See if we can find a technical entry for this one. So chart is a bit of a mess right now. Don't mind me. But regardless, we did have our entry over here at $330. So I would again, just to keep things very, very simple, we do have demand down here from about $300 to $268. Honestly, pretty unlikely we see that level again, but it definitely could happen. But where I would honestly be looking, if you were looking to get into this, is if we see a pullback down to this area over here, this former high could definitely be used as support at about $350 down to about $330 is where I would look to add some KSM to the good old altcoin portfolio. Moving on, let's look at coin number 3 for the month of September. And that is going to be a layer 1 blockchain direct competitor with Polkadot, Cosmos Atom. So Cosmos is definitely overlooked by a lot of people in my opinion. We already saw Cardano pump, we saw Avalanche pump, we saw Solana pump, all these layer 1 blockchains. Cosmos is yet to test its all-time high or have any kind of parabolic move. It is performing very well in price, but not to the likes of these other layer 1 coins that we have seen. So the all-time high of Cosmos is only $31, right? We saw that 4 months ago. I think this is going to be trading over $30 in no time at all. We can go and take a look at the Cosmos Twitter account, and they have their Gravity DEX protocol. It's going to be a fully interoperable decentralized exchange. It's going to have basically atomic swaps. It will be very, very advanced, and be looking out for more updates about that. You can go ahead and use the beta if you do want. Follow Cosmos on Twitter to keep up to date with all of their developments. But this is a huge project. I've had my eyes on it. I've been in it for a while now, well over a year. And you know, I've only been adding to my position. So I'm very bullish on Cosmos. Let's take a look at the chart and see if we can find, again, a technical entry for this. So don't mind my chart. Definitely a little bit messy. I'm just going to clear everything out. So we did have our entry over here at about $20.38. This was, you know, the first entry. We traded the first breakout from this resistance level down here at $14, $15, right? We saw that this level was tested multiple times and it failed to break through, so we traded it on the way up on the breakout of this level. Notice this is simple price action. This is textbook. So we have 2 wicks testing the level. We have the bullish engulfing candle to break out, and then we have several wicks testing the breakout level before its explosive move higher. And then we took the second breakout over here at $20 because we saw this wick test, bullish engulfing candle. We retrace and we test this former high, right? And then we push back up, test the support a few more times before we do move higher. So if you guys want to find out more about how I go about trading, taking my entries, definitely go ahead and check out the link to the Discord group. There's a link down in the description below. But if you don't want to spend any money, then join my free Telegram group as well, because I put a lot of charts in there and it will definitely help you out on your trading journey. So check out my Telegram group if you are interested in that. Completely free to join. So now for Cosmos, if we're going to be looking at potential buying area for Atom, we can take our fib and take it from the local high down to the local low, and we can see that the golden pocket, the 61.8, is right at that $20 level. Again, we can see how it was used as support and resistance multiple times. This $20 level, nice psychological round number. So I do like $20. If we drop down to this level again at $18, $17. That does look pretty good as well. So if I were to drop this down to a lower time frame, you would see a demand zone in here, a drop-based rally demand zone. But I know that because I see these wicks. But regardless, I like $20 and then I like $18 as levels to get into Atom. I think it's going to have a huge month in September and then leading into the new year as well. Keep your eyes on this one because I do think it's going to have a very, very big move. It will be trading over $100 in no time at all. By the way, before we go any further, it needs to be understood that this video is not financial advice by any means. This is for educational purposes only. You need to understand the risk if you buy or sell any cryptocurrency asset because it is highly volatile and it is highly risky as well. So if you buy or sell any crypto, that is your responsibility. This is not financial advice. With that being said, let's move on to coin number 4 for September that I am looking at, and that is XRP, believe it or not. So yes, XRP, the banker coin, connected with banks, connected with huge organizations, etc., etc., etc. It does have a huge army behind it, and I think it will be performing very well going forward. It does still have that SEC lawsuit, but as we do know, the SEC really can't come up with any kind of viable evidence on XRP. So I think it will have a very explosive move in September going into the end of the year as well. So I have my eyes on XRP. Now let's take a look at the XRP chart. So we are right now at a huge level for XRP at $1.20. You can see that we are forming this pattern here. You call this a bull pennant. And I'm looking out for this breakout. I do like this flip of the $1.20 level. I think once we do hold above, because we can see that we've gotten above $1.20 multiple times, but we failed to hold above it, right? We kept on coming back down, testing support down here. When we actually do hold above this $1.20 level, this thing is going to run. It's going to be testing these highs over here towards $1.80 up to $2 as well. So this is going to be an explosive breakout in my opinion, and we are definitely prepared for it. We know this is a key level because even we can go back to previous years because XRP has been around for quite some time now, but even just going back to the previous altcoin cycle in the spring of 2020, we can see that at $1.20 it was used multiple times as support and resistance. So we're looking for the flip of this price level here at $1.20. I'm expecting it to run very, very hard when it does hold above the level. So you can go about this by trading the breakout, not financial advice, or you can wait for a drop down lower to support areas. We do have a demand zone right here at $1. Makes perfect sense, psychological round number for XRP. But nonetheless, I am anticipating this breakout here, and that is why I have it in this video as a coin to be looking at for the month of September. My fundamental stance on XRP has not changed. I am not bullish on the fundamentals because I care about self-sovereignty and freedom. And with that being said, you may have a different opinion. That's perfectly fine. We can agree to disagree. But I'm a trader. I don't hate it. I don't date it. I just trade it. And I'm looking for this breakout for XRP. Now moving on, my last coin for the month of September 2021 is another exchange coin, exchange token, and that is Qcoin. So the Qcoin token, KCS, is the center of the entire Qcoin ecosystem, whether it is on their exchange or on the Qcoin community chain. Qcoin KCS token is basically needed to get the most if you use the Qcoin ecosystem. So we have other exchange coins like FTX, FTT, Binance Coin, all performing very, very well in price. And I do think that Qcoin token will be having a stellar performance as well. We can see the all-time high of this is $20.17. We did get very close to testing that a few months back. And I definitely think we're going to be smashing that all-time high soon, not financial advice. But I do have Qcoin on my watch list because we see the other exchange tokens performing very, very well. Qcoin is only gaining in users and popularity. It's only a matter of time before their entire ecosystem blows up. So let's take a look at the chart for Qcoin. And we can see that we are pushing higher right now. We did have a breakout of this level at $12.50. We had this ascending triangle pattern, and now we are testing this resistance that has rejected us several times. at just under $15. So we can see right here we have rejection, rejection, 3 rejections here, and now we have a candle going back into this area of supply trying to break out above it. So what I want to see for this breakout to really play out is volume. We can see how low the volume here is. Basically, volume will dictate whether a breakout is real or not, and a breakout is always false until proven otherwise. We need volume confirmation. When we are creeping up like this, when we're pumping up with low volume, that basically signals a false breakout. So what I want to see is a volume candle like we've seen in the past, like these huge green volume candles. That's really going to signal the breakout that we are looking for. But nonetheless, we'll see if we do actually get some buyers to step in and pump this volume higher to break above this level here just underneath $15. And if you're going to be looking for an entry on a pullback, well then I would keep it simple and I would look to buy in areas such as the bottom of these candle wicks. We can see that this has been tested many times at $12.86, and I do like again this level at $12.50 as well. So to keep it very, very simple, if you're watching this right now, I like the $12.50 level up to around $13 as an entry for KCS. Now if we do drop lower, we do have this previous level at $10.50. This blue line here, I definitely like this as well if we do end up seeing it again. So in this video, I did share with you the top 5 coins that I called out at the beginning of August, and I showed you how they did perform in price over the month. And if I do say so myself, it wasn't too bad of a return. Now I did also share with you my top 5 coins for September that I am looking at, and if you did enjoy this video, be sure to let me know by dropping a like and also leaving a comment down below. And if you're not already subscribed to Crypto Empire, definitely go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. Share this video with your friends who are interested in cryptocurrency, and also turn on all bell notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And my name is Connor from Crypto Empire, and I will see you in the next video.